nato drishyate. The eyes are there, the golak is there, the vision comes from behind, the eyes don't see. The vision is from the reality within. Even a dead body will have an eye, but does it see? A person who has got no eye, golak is not proper. First, golak is not proper, the eyeballs are not okay. Then you can't see. But even the eyeballs are there. Sometimes we look at things, but the mind is not there. Are we seeing? So ultimately, we have to go inside and know this here. So there is no individual, but the reality in everybody. Seeing is common. We have to evolve ourselves to Tattva. Okay. And seer must be an individual is further elaborated by Shankara Bhashya and Advaita here again. See, the genus and difference have to be one to differentiate them. Without the difference being there, how can there be such a classification? So that is another refutal which is given. Suppose if we see a buffalo and we go and purchase a buffalo, can we buy a buffalo and seeing a horse? If we see a horse, we would return back. Right? So ultimately what we have to see is whatever we see, that has to be different from what is seen. Then only we interact in the world. Then how can you say that these two are not individual but one and the same? Okay, that is a refutal put by Ramanujacharya. For that, the answer is Ahamanasya bhaji ahamahantaya spurati hrit swayam paramapurnasat. So, Ahaminasha Bhaji, all this, Ramana Maharishi gives absolute heating. He tells like, no, Summa irupade sugamnu ore word la sonna kuda, it goes into deeper thread. Where he says, when I thought is destroyed alone, the supreme infinite conscious existence would shine upon itself. So, all this gamut of play is only the mind. We have to realize that. So you have to put that into silence. And then again in Drishya Vivek only again it comes. Asti bhati priyam rupam nama rupam cha panchakam adyatrayam brahma rupam jagat rupam tato dvayam. Asti, everybody is there. We are all here, available. Some of us are here, some of us are not, different. But life spirit, yes, we are here. Asti. Bhati, we shine forth. How do we shine forth? The ability to respond. That is there in everybody. The life spirit is there in everybody. And Priyam, everybody is here. That's why we can't hate anybody in the world. Very difficult to hate. We create causation and hate people. We love everybody. Asti Bhati Priyam. These three are Brahma Rupam. Adyatrayam Brahma Rupam. Jagat Rupam Tatodvayam. Names and forms are we man created for transitory purpose. And we lost ourselves into it. If we raise to the level of love, level of humanity, where Ramanujacharya did explicitly showcase such divine qualities, if we raise, then really we are living with the truth. Okay, attributeless Brahman. Next one. So, Janmadhyasi yataha. Hey, we are born, we have old age, we have death. This is from Sri Bhashya again. Janmadhyasya yataha. When you say, there are attributeless to Brahman, a non-dual status of Brahman, you say, but then a person is born, he grows young. How do you see all those? So what is the argument? So individual is there. Suppose from one state to another state, if a man moved, okay, and that state is dropped, where does that man go? There is one unified person living through the different states. So he is truth and the stages are false. Brahmaivahamidam jagatcha sakalam chinmatra vistaritam. The truth alone manifests, says Manisha Panchakam of Adi Shankara. And the argument is how the chit is valid has been discussed. Earlier also I have been telling that. Vrittayatu aham vritti ashritaha vrittayo mana vedyaham manaha. The objective thought have their foundation in the I thought. I am a boy. I am young, I am old, I am nearing death. Okay, so that is there. The I that is there. We add attribute to that I, and then we say that I am. There are different stages. No, in fact, that chit alone manifests in different forms. Okay, Ahamayam, again Ramana Maharshi, Ahamahayam kuto bhavati chinvatah ayipatatyaham nija vicharanam. So when the I falls, or where here is all the upadhi, I plus I plus I plus I want, I desire, I am. So that attributes are dropped. The truth, pure I, is the reality. Next is Anandamaya Kosha. Anandamaya Kosha is the sheath of bliss. Body is said to be of 5 sheath in Viveka Chudamani. Annamaya, Pranamaya, Manomaya, etc. In that Anandamaya Kosha is bliss sheath. How do you call that bliss sheath? That is a question which Ramanujacharya puts. So when you say, when you are one with the, enjoying the bliss of the God and you are in the Dasa Bhakti, how can that bliss become a cover? Why is it cover? Because in Advaita we put the trio. Okay, experiencer, experience. When the three are going together, when you eat even a sweet, the experience and experiencer and experience, when they become one with all, you get complete silence. That's called Unmani Avastha. That comes for fleeting moments. We have Nirvikalpa Samadhi day in and day out. So how can you deny the truth, undual, non-dual existence of Advaita? Okay, so that is argument put forth. So one is sleep differentiates individual and Brahman. Okay, how come sleep differentiates individual and Brahman? A person is sleeping. So Sushupti Utkrantayor Bhedena. This is from Sri Bhashya. At the time of sleep, the differences are very much apparent. Okay, by that the individual soul and Brahman are different, according to Sri Bhashya. The self in the body presided by the Supreme Self departs, is again said. Then how can it be? Suppose if the self departs in sleep, a person who is waking up, will he say, I don't know? He is very much there after that. So the continuity of the self is again proved in various scriptures, again by Brihadaranyaka Upanishad and other things, where they say sleep is a state. Beyond, this is Trigunatita. The truth is, though he is running in between, the sleep, waking and deep sleep runs. But a particular state is given enormous value by an individual that we think it is real. Okay. So Nivartaka Nivrutpapatti Vichara gives a very good refutal on that. So perception also reveals the existence of Nirvishesha Vastu. So again, there is another verse from Sri Bhashya, Bheda Vyapadeshat. The Bhashyakar takes up Mundaka Upanishad starting verse and says, in that it comes Duhasu Parna Sayuja Sakaya Samanam Vruksham Parishasva Jhate. So there are two birds. One eats a fruit and says, hey, it's bitter, it's sour. But the other one doesn't eat and it's very happy. So there are individuals, perceptions are there. So how would you, in fact, argue for that? So for that, the answer is given us. The objection is manifestation and dissolution are from the self, one particular thing. It's possible, dissolution and manifestation is possible when the self is awakened. If the self was not there, the self-awakened person is not there, then one is with the bird, the perching bird. But then there are people who can witness the events of life and be indifferent to it. That proves the existence. Okay, and inevitable, that is, experience is further explored. Guham pravishtav atmanohi taddarshanat. It comes from Sri Bhashya. Again, the argument put is being refuted by J. Venkatraman, saying, Asya Ishwarasya Mahimanam Pashyati Nikila Jagat Niyamamana Rupam Pashyati Taddana Vita Shokaha Bhavati. So if you know that real self, you become free from delusion. Asya Aishwaryasya Mahimanam Pashyati. You see the glory of the reality. Sometimes a Shabda does not mean that the entire group hold an umbrella. So when you are attaining the sublimation, the real self reveals itself. Jiva holding to the self is not its individual character, it gets sublimated. So, Nahyasya Vidyo Manaso Hyavidya Bhavabandha Hetu Tasmin Vinashte Sakalam Vinashtam Vijrumbate Esmin Sakalam Vijrumbate. Again, this is from Viveka Chudamani. And Yatha, another one is Muktaha Upasvarupa Vyapadeshacha It's like, it said that the statement that this is to be attained by the liberated. Okay. But the refutal is given, Yatha Nadyah Syandamana Samudra Astam Gachanti Nama Rupe Vihaya. Once a person's individuality gets diluted, he is no more egoistic. Like a river, various rivers falling into the ocean, you raise up to the level of the reality and the truth, and the engulfing of the silence and the total bliss is encountered. We have to be awake at Brahma Muhurta to get the blessings of the Mahatmas and realize them within us, that they are us. Okay. Brahma Sadharana Shabdadibihi Parama Eva Brahma iti Prasadasya Pratyagatma Sadharana Shabdaha Abhavaccha Ayam Para Eva Iha. Parabrahma is different from ordinary words. Only the Pratyagatma can only be talked about in Sadharana Shabda. The very starting of this Bhashya describes self-absorbed in Parabrahma with an example that Jiva attains the supreme, as if river merges the ocean at the end. And last verse from Viveka Chudamani, Jati Niti Kula Gotra Durakam Namarupa Guna Dosha Varjitam. So it is beyond Jati Niti. There is no caste for it. There is nothing for it. So where is the Marga? Marga is not there. Naiva Manasam Margya Arjavat. Ramana Maharshi says. There is no Marga. There is no path. Then where is Vishishta Advaita? Where is Advaita? Where is the path? You are one with the reality in self. So that is the end. And there we culminate great acharyas and we seek their blessings and for the entire mass. And thank you.
Thank you very much. For long, because she's been with us in the Madras University in some capacity or other, we have been interacting with each other. And Dr. Jayanthi has really grown beyond my understanding. She has just examined the parallel positions of Chudamani and Sri Bhashya, and she has also referred to the possibilities of going beyond that in her reference to Bhagavan Ramana, who asks where is question of path when there is nothing else to reach. So it's very interesting, and I thank Swamiji for asking me to chair this session. I am very pleased to see that Dr. Jayanthi has assumed many roles. She's an instructor, yoga teacher, Viveka Chudamani teacher, and so on. So we've been long there in the university for long years, and they grow out like banyan tree and send their shoots. Wish her all the best. She's still a guest faculty. That shows that as per philosophy, you are only a guest in this world in terms of spirituality. So she will be reaching some other state. Thank you very much, madam. Thank you all.
I request Dr. C.T. Indra, Madam, to honor Dr. Jayanthi.